Imagine waking up in 2030 and realizing you missed out on thousands of dollars in passive income, all because you overlooked a few key ETFs back in 2025. That's the kind of regret we're trying to help you avoid today. Dividend ETFs are more than just safe plays for retirees. They're powerful wealth-building tools that can grow your income, protect your portfolio, and even outperform the market, if you choose the right ones. So today we're diving into the top dividend ETFs that you'll probably regret not buying in 2025. These aren't just your typical picks like SCHD or VYM. We're talking about some high-yield powerhouses, some hidden gems, and a few ETFs with track records that are quietly crushing the market. Let's talk about a lesser-known ETF that's quietly delivering monster returns: JEPI, the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. JEPI is a different beast. It combines equity investing with covered call options to boost income. The result? A yield hovering around 9 to 11% depending on market conditions, one of the highest among large-cap ETFs. This ETF is designed for investors who want serious income without having to pick high-risk individual stocks. In 2023 and early 2024, JEPI was one of the top 5 most popular ETFs in terms of inflows. Why? Because people are chasing yield in a world where traditional bonds and savings accounts just don't cut it. If interest rates stay high, JEPI's strategy will remain effective, making it a smart pick for 2025 and beyond. Now let's go international with a high-yield ETF that many investors ignore: IDVV, iShares International Select Dividend ETF. This ETF focuses on developed markets outside the US. Think Europe, Australia, and Japan. With a dividend yield around 6% and exposure to global giants like British American Tobacco and BHP Group, it's a great way to diversify your income streams. In a world that's becoming increasingly multipolar, relying solely on US markets could be a strategic error. IDV gives you global exposure with consistent income, something most US-focused ETFs can't match. And speaking of diversification, another ETF you might regret skipping is DIVO, the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. DIVO is a bit of a hybrid. It holds a concentrated portfolio of blue-chip stocks and uses active management to write covered calls. That combo results in both capital growth and high monthly income, with a yield of around 5 to 6%. It includes household names like Microsoft, Apple, and McDonald's, companies that are built to last. The active management means it adjusts to market conditions more flexibly than a purely passive fund, which can be huge in volatile environments. And because it pays monthly, DIVO is ideal for people who want regular cash flow without waiting quarterly. Now let's talk about something a bit controversial: high-yield, high-risk ETFs like QYLD, the Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF. QYLD has been criticized for its lack of capital appreciation, but let's be honest, that 12% plus dividend yield is hard to ignore. It generates this income by selling call options on the NASDAQ 100, which limits upside but gives you a steady stream of cash. Is QYLD perfect for everyone? Absolutely not. But if you're looking for an ETF that can generate serious passive income every month, and you understand the trade-offs, QYLD might be a valuable piece of your portfolio puzzle. And here's the thing: many investors regret not picking up QYLD during the tech dips when it was trading at a discount. Timing matters, and 2025 could be that sweet spot again. Next on the list is FDVV, the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. This one's starting to give SCHD a real run for its money. FDVV has a strong 4% plus yield, lower volatility, and exposure to both value and growth sectors, including companies like ExxonMobil, JP Morgan, and Apple. In fact, FDVV has outperformed SCHD over the past year in total return. So, if you're solely riding the SCHD train, you might want to diversify a bit before 2025 ends. The low expense ratio of 0.29% is fair, and its combination of yield and performance makes FDVV one of the most compelling rising stars. And now, let's talk about a wild card: MSTY, the Yield Max MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF. Yes, it's a newer ETF, and yes, it's tied to MicroStrategy, but hear me out. MSTY has been making waves in the dividend investing community because of its outrageous monthly payouts, often exceeding 20% annualized yield. It does this by using a covered call strategy on a single volatile stock, MicroStrategy. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're okay with risk and want to dedicate a small portion of your portfolio to aggressive income, MSTY could be a game changer. Just don't go all in. Think of it as the spice in your dividend dish, not the main course. So, quick recap. JEPI, DIVO, QYLD, FDVV, IDV, and even MSTY. These are the dividend ETFs that investors will likely wish they scoop up in 2025. Some are slow and steady, some are aggressive income generators, and some provide diversification that most people are missing. Dividend investing isn't just for retirees anymore. It's for anyone who wants to build wealth, get paid while holding, and sleep well at night. But here's the catch. The earlier you get in, the bigger the long-term impact. Reinvesting those dividends over 5, 10, or even 20 years can result in serious compounding. That's how average investors become millionaires. Not through chasing the next hot stock, but by consistently investing in solid, income-producing ETFs. You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe to Money Stick Unfiltered, and join our growing community of investors who are taking control of their financial future, one dividend at a time.